Welcome to Slayerfest 98. I am your co-host, Sabrina Ryan, and I am here with
Ian Carlos Crawford.
Brett White.
And I'm Philip Ellis, and we are here to discuss Angel Season 4, Episode 11, Soulless.
So this is an episode. In my brain, when I scheduled you all for this one, I thought it was a more exciting. I don't know what I thought it was, but I was like, oh, this is a good one. I better put on y'all. And then I watched it and was like, oh,
I thought it was the one before. I thought it was the one that kind of all turns out to be an elaborate dream. And I was like, oh, there's lots of good meta-narrative stuff to get into there. And then I turned the episode on and I was like, oh, it's Soulless. And that's how I felt at the end of this.
I will say, I think this episode is the most fun when you watch it the first time. And I think when you're watching it, you're like, oh, okay. But then if you stop to think about any of it, it's like so much about what's happening this season that as much as I think it effectively does what it's trying to do, mostly, I just like hate it. I hate what we're talking about. I hate what everyone's up to. I hate the secrets revealed. I hate the way they react to them. I hate everyone's personality. Like, I'm excited for the next episode where everyone reverts to the people that we liked in the other seasons.
I'm so glad you said that because we've in previous episodes we've had this kind of recurring complaint, which is the Cordelia problem, where it seems like Charisma Carpenter either did not know what she was playing or didn't know how to play it, and so it's like it's really funny watching, like, knowing what we know. It's like, yeah, no, that's not Cordelia because she's so sort of flat and distant and removed from anything.
And humorless.
Yes.
And then this week, every other character has the same problem.
Yeah. I think that the problem partially is she didn't know what she was playing and she didn't want to be playing it. And without her humor, and like Lauren's not really in this much, that there's like just a lack of energy. And I think the other characters, these shows require balance. I mean, when Cordelia left, this is a reason we brought Anya in, because we had created a very specific stew for everyone to exist in. And when you start messing with it on a level of like, multiple characters would never do that, it gets harder for everyone else to stay consistent or to know what to do in the dynamics. So like Fred has a hard time when the balance is really thrown off, because it mostly ends up being like, and it's no fault of Amy Acker. There's just nowhere to go.
Yeah, I think I like this episode. I feel like I remember. Also, I hope I'm probably super echoey. Listen, this is a whole new setup.
No,
I'm
you're
in a
good,
whole
you're
new
good.
state. Okay, Jesus, just like, life falling apart. We're having fun. Just I called me I'm a member of the Fang Gang in this episode because my life is falling apart too. Anyway, I love this episode whenever it aired when I was 20. Also because at the time, because we don't know Cordelia's deal yet, right?
Yeah.
As an audience member at the time, if you were watching it,
she's being weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, in retrospect, I'm like, this episode is potentially fascinating if it is Cordelia, the only person who has ever met Angelus before, who also, in terms of like Buffy season 2 narrative, is one of the like lesser victims of like, she fucks up Willow and Angel, or Willow and Xander and Buffy a lot more. So, but like, that's an interesting thing. If like the person who, when Angelus was around last time, kind of had the least interaction with him, is now thrust on the point of like, you're in charge. Like, you're the only one. Like, it would have been more interesting if everyone was leaning on her more. And also if this was actually Cordelia. Like, so the reveal later that this is like Jasmine? I actually did keep watching season 4 last time we talked. And I did an episode and I kept watching all the way up through almost the very end. And then I moved and everything went to hell. So I kind of know where this season's going again. It's a little bit more fresh, but still I'm confused.
I think almost every episode this season, I've had someone try to explain to me the like timeline of events happening behind, like, of supposed timeline of events of the plot with like Cordelia / Jasmine. And it like rarely ever lines up or works.
Mean, and it's vague. It's like then the higher power who and Jasmine, and then
where does Skip? Didn't Skip come into play somewhere?
Yeah. Yes.
And I just gotta say, like, two things. One, I did the same thing, Ian, and you can all hate me. Fucking, I'm going to hell. It's fine. I get it. I did use AI to say what is going on. I said, like, let's pick it apart real quick. Can you just catch me up? Because I've been watching, but I need like a clear timeline. And it is not up to the task. We can't let this thing run a corporation because it can't figure out the Angel TV show. And I shouldn't run a corporation either because I can't do that either.
If ChatGPT had existed in the early 2000s, I don't think it could have saved this mess then either. Like,
No.
The prompt needs to be articulate in order to get something out of it.
It's so convoluted, and I have said this probably in every episode as well. A lot of the writers are like, no, this was we like only tweaked it a little bit because Charisma was pregnant. This was always our plan, and there's no way this was always the plan.
I also wouldn't go around telling people that if I were you.
No, like, because I was even like, do the writers know that she isn't Cordelia at this point?
She's so
because they
flat,
give her,
yeah.
She's so flat, but she also gives like kind of a badass. If it had actually been Cordelia, and if Charisma was actually playing her like Cordelia. The scene that she has, the one-on-one scene with Angelus, where she's like, "You get me." Like, there's a version of that where Cordelia's being like, "Yes, work, bitch."
Yeah.
But instead, she's like. So the writers are writing it as if it could be the Cordelia we know and love, but Charisma is not playing it that way, and so it feels very much like who knew what when.
And I will say also, as much as I love Angelus, I really do. We've changed the pronunciation of his name to match the fact that we're in Los Angeles, and it needs to be a lot clearer who is talking about what. But also, he's acting a little different. It's like the second Hannibal Lecter movie where suddenly he's just a little different. And it's not that it's not that character, and it's not that it doesn't make sense. It's just it feels abrupt. And to be so excited to have a Buffy character come back, which happens a couple times this season, and be like, "Woo!" and then get like not the full thing. And also like, this is pretty mild. Like, we'll get into it, but like, it's pretty mild shenanigans for old Irish Angelus. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Liam could have done a little bit more damage.
So you've just dropped the H word, and like, yeah, this episode is absolutely like the prompt for them was, oh, we're going to bring Angelus back, and we're going to do Silence of the Lambs for a few episodes. And it's so funny how like they spend so much time in those early minutes of the episode setting up just how bad he is, just how manipulative he is, how he'll get under your skin, and he'll use your own worst fears against you, and then everyone just promptly immediately falls for it.
Yeah.
I honestly, I know that there are a lot of switcheroos. Like last episode was a big switcheroo of like, surprise, it was all a thing. So I kept watching this being like, is this a switcheroo? Like the whole Fred Gunn Wesley scene. I was like, is it revealed later that they are playing into this? Because it's like, oh no, it isn't. No, they're just being this stupid.
Which is crazy because like you would think the plan would be like, okay, we have a closed circuit TV. Obviously, we don't all want to be listening in on this because it would be really easy to manipulate us. So let's just have Lauren or somebody who's like an empathetic person sit and absorb a lot of this, and they'll have to know these things, and we'll deal with it after. But instead, they're like, we're all watching. We are all watching. Let's spill the tea, honey. Let's go.
Popcorn, baby.
Yeah, and Wendy Williams sits down in her cage and decides to tell the truth.
Andy Cohen is hosting the entire thing. Man, imagine if it was instead of Angelus, it was Andy Cohen in there. Same amount of evil.
So much more evil. So much more evil.
So much more manipulative.
I think that's the thing is that David Boreanaz, and we talk about this all the time, he clearly has so much fun when he gets to play this different version of the character. Yeah. And he is the only person having fun in this episode because everyone else is just reacting to it and they're not allowed to have fun with it.
Man, and like, there should be so much more fun to it too. Like that's the whole idea. Like Wesley has a really interesting. Honestly, I do think like Wesley, the initial Wesley Angelus scene, plays pretty well because I think that because he has an interesting in. Like he came just after Angel was there, and he's a watcher. Like he knows, like they do a little bit of it, but then he just kisses Fred. That's that kiss pretty crazy. Like
felt I was like, what is? Did I miss something? Like I feel like I missed a chunk of scenes, and we're just
he just like is like, yes, Angelus manipulated me, and I'm just gonna go for it. I don't care.
And the fact that we cut to Angelus even being like, wow, that was fast. It's like,
Angelus was like, didn't have to push those buttons.
Yeah.
You don't want to hand me a gun.
yeah.
You're just doing what I say.
It's like they're playing the traitors and like the traitors at the round table, and he's like, okay, I need to throw people off. I'm just going to throw a random name out there, and then everyone else around the table is like, yeah, okay, no, that sounds correct.
That's who did it.
That.
Because also like Gunn knows that Wes wants to fuck Fred. That's not like we know this. This is like the show has told us. Gunn has said it. So
the audience wants it. Fred wants it. Wesley wants it. Gunn might even want it.
I mean,
and even the conceit of being like, we're going to put the soul in the safe, right? Like even that doesn't totally add up because like I feel like you'd want that in a bag next to you so that if things start going sideways, you just break it.
Right.
There's no like combination. We don't know. And also like if the only person who knows the combination dies, what are we going to do? We're going to have to get Willow up here with some magical crowbars. Like, I don't know.
It makes sense if it's like, man, see, like if at this point they were already suspecting that someone from within our group might be working with the beast, we need to put it in the safe so that, because then you get kind of a cool like Agatha Christie murder mystery angle to it, but they are not doing that yet. They do eventually start suspecting that one of them is bad, Cordelia. The beast is such a cool design though, and honestly, kudos to the makeup department, and I love seeing him.
We say this every week.
Yes.
Yeah.
They spent a lot on that costume, and every time it comes up, I'm like, you know what? It might be my favorite outfit of this week. Because they're all wearing the same outfits from last week, and they will continue to wear them next week.
I was going to say, and they wear them for like, I think like at least one more episode, if not two.
This was exciting. I think I said this last time. I was like, this was an exciting season to watch as it aired. There were no interruptions. It was the closest you could get to a binge. and it is very much like, oh, we have a mouse loose. Let a cat after the mouse. Oh no, now the cat's causing problems. Sick the dog after the cat. Now the dog causing problems.
The dog has a bazooka.
I don't know. Yeah, like I just love that. It's like let's at least
solving our problems with the animals.
It's like let's get Angel out. Now it's Angelus. Now let's get Faith. Oh God, now let's get Will. I love that. I love it. It's
and great. Like the Faith. It's like we're just waiting for the Faith episodes because it's like this is kind of like
they tee it up.
They do it up a little bit. They do. They made sure to say it. And y'all are right though. This was a lot more exciting watching live for the first time because you don't know where it's going. The writers don't seem to know where it's going. So like as an audience, you're just like, oh shit, anything can happen.
And rather than getting random deaths, which I do think was fun in season 2 of Buffy of being like, this guy just kill people. We got incest, which you're like, oh, surprise. And this season is full of surprises. You never know what's happening.
Oh God! This is the episode where you find out, where everyone finds out.
So even Fred draws attention to that, and like, there's a couple like Angela's being like, "That was fast." It's like this is why I stopped watching Glee because they would call attention to the problems.
Yes,
and it's like, but saying the plot line was a problem doesn't make it better.
No, you can't be like, you can't be on a television show and be like, you know what sucks? Television shows that don't make any sense and cut to musical numbers just so they can sell iTunes songs. And then they cut to like Halo walking on sunshine. And then they cut back and it's like, wouldn't it be crazy if I got disabled just to have a second disabled character to compete with Artie? Look, I fell. Now I'm quadriplegic. And now I'm more disabled than Artie. Wouldn't that be a bad television show? That's what you missed on Glee. And it's like, this doesn't make it better. And I feel this season, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of like, I'm being like, it's actually still a funny show because it's so bad.
And this is the thing, you can't create good art from a place of self-consciousness. And they're clearly so self-conscious about the choices they're making. And it's like, I wish there is a version maybe where, Connor and Cordelia still do the same disgusting things, but it's written with more boldness.
Yeah.
This is so like, we were on for the episode, you and I, Ian, to talk about Apocalypse Now-ish, where Cordelia and Connor do sleep together, and we were trying to figure out, are we supposed to be disgusted by this? And then, several episodes later, everyone on the show is disgusted by it.
Okay,
so that's clearly the response that was supposed to happen, and
and
it just dawned on me this interesting parallel of pregnancies and how writers deal with them, because on X-Files when Gillian Anderson got pregnant in like for season 2, the writers handled that by being like, well, she gets abducted by aliens. And that completely invented the show's entire mythology, because up to that point it had been episode, week. And then you get Scully, and then Scully's gone for like a while. She comes back. And so like that completely took the show up, kicked it up a notch. I think Gillian Anderson won an Emmy because of the episode when she comes back.
Oh,
like,
was it? Okay.
Great. Or no, that might have been for the cancer episode. But anyway, like great stuff. And then you have the Charisma Carpenter getting pregnant for Angel, and oh boy, they did not know what to do with that. Which honestly, Cordelia just hooked up with a guy at a club, and now she has just do that.
Yeah, no, like genuinely, if they had done a storyline where Cordelia was like transformed or honestly the like other dimension stuff like that, we had a lot of that going for a while. We could also do alternate timeline Cordelia, like we have magical powers. Did it have to be incest that breaks the story?
Like when Zooey Deschanel got pregnant, they just brought in Megan Fox to like replace her.
She's on jury duty, and now here is Megan Fox's character to move in.
Yeah,
and she's mad.
She's going to eat all the boys.
Or Lisa Kudrow gets pregnant, and she's now having another incest. She's carrying her brother's baby triplets on Friends, and then she also wins an Emmy for the episode where everyone else is in London and she's just on the phone calling and being made. Lisa Kudrow, a legend.
Am I on the radio?
So good.
But yeah, it's like the Angelus of it all. I think the reason I think this also played well for all of us the first time we watched it is because it's just exciting knowing what can happen with Angelus.
Yeah.
So you're like, ooh, and then
it's been 5 years, right? Like this is airing concurrently with season 7 of Buffy.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And we had like the sort of pretend Angelus in season 1. Because I feel like when they were pitching season 1, they were like, oh, he's got this evil dark side. We kind of have to show it.
Yeah.
Even just to clue in new viewers as to who Angelus is. But then it was a fake out.
Yeah, because they were like, we got to save this card for when we really need it. And then they were in total fucking chaos and nothing made sense. And they were like, play the card!
Sabrina, was it you that said that in one of the earlier season episodes where it's like, it is good that they waited to play the card, but they just played it at the wrong time? Like,
I may have. I say lots of things.
I say lots of smart things. And I do appreciate that it wasn't like every season we were doing an Angelus episode, because they could have done that.
Yeah.
Because like people knew that's like what that's why he was popular, I feel like, because of the Angelus storyline in season 2 of Buffy. And like they very easily could have like leaned on that a lot, and they didn't. And it's a shame that but I mean, I like it when we have Faith versus him. I do like
Oh, most definitely.
The Faith stuff in this, I think is good.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, I just watched those episodes a couple months ago and I was like, that was good.
Faith versus Angelus or Angel is always a mother off. And like, that's great. Cordelia also normally a mother. And in this, we have none. There's no mothers to be found.
Is a nun. None. She's a numb nun.
It really is, girl, give us nothing. And like, it's not Charisma's fault, but like,
No.
Jesus Christ.
While wearing an old Navy tech vest. Like,
I have so much to say about the vest.
She wears it for so many episodes.
It makes her look even more mumsy. And so it just highlights the gross vibes.
Yeah,
and the hair is awful, right?
The hair is really bad. I mean, and it's not even the length. It is the shape of it. It doesn't match her face. And then they don't balance it with any outfits or makeup. So it's like, well, I'm the mom of the Incredibles.
Or it feels very like it feels like she should be hosting a TLC home makeover show from that year, 2004.
Yeah.
Like it's very Paige Davis coded.
When Connor has better hair than you, kill yourself.
Oh, God. And like the Connor of it all, I'm still not quite sure how I'm supposed to feel, right? He's like the one doing the fighting. Then we go to that house and he's like, oh, the family. And I'm like,
oh my God. All right, I have the way this episode opens though, the very first shot of this episode is a newspaper. And it's like, crime wave hits the city. And I immediately had Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer flashbacks. Of like, the Rankin Bass special where it opens with like blizzard, like crime wave.
I did not remember that, Brad.
Yeah, well, that's my brain. But yeah, God, yeah, he's I did. So yeah, they find out that like the beast was sent away by like some coven or whatever. So they go, oh, the coven's working local, and they go there, and then Connor is weirdly upset about seeing a dead family.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
He's got family stuff. I will say, like, I understand he's traumatized. And I think it's their attempt to be like, because also, like, putting the soul in the safe or any of this plan, like, the first person I would assume is evil is not Cordelia, it's Connor, right?
Yes.
Like, Connor's been openly evil. Connor's like, hey, I am the child of Angelus and Darla, and I want to live up to that name.
And I also hate all of you, famously. I can't stop talking about how much I hate all of you. Except,
like, I literally hate you. Like, I hate fucked my mother just to bother you. And then they go to the house and, like, just a reminder that Connor's damaged, not evil, because those are different things. Even though the Faith and Wesley and every other character is proving that those aren't different.
But Sabrina, also the sentence "I hate fucked my mother" to prove. Oh my god!
and again, it's doubling down on the mother son, the edible stuff, because it's infantilizing him.
And they underline that
with this kind of very white picket fence nuclear family. It's his first kind of exposure to that sort of family, and they're all dead, and he's really sad.
He grew up in a hell dimension. Like he's magic essentially from X-Men.
Yeah,
I don't think Magic would give a shit about this.
No, she wouldn't. She would be. What is it, Brett? What's that really good panel of hers from the New Mutants when it came back when she was like, "Your mother can go to hell too," or something like that. And they're like, my mom says mutants are bad, and it's her being like, "Yeah, your mom can go to hell." Like that's how she would handle this.
Connor gets very sensitive
because it feels like what they could have done is had Connor not care about the family, and then something triggers him to be like, "Oh wait, ow, I do have a soul. That hurts a little bit." But we didn't have time, so they were just like, "Just cry quick, so we can get back to the basement."
If there's one thing this episode isn't, it's subtle. I think it's like one of the first times that they've fully just shown us a dead child. It's not like a little hand in the foreground. It's like, look, like those kids are dead. Like,
it's a child's corpse. Back to the incest. What is going on this season?
The WB off the rails.
Next time on the WB. So Angelus, I think, Sabrina, to your point of Angelus feeling different, I almost feel like they tried to make him like naughtier with like what he says.
The slut shaming of Cordelia, like they all talk, is really
well. And he calls like Angel a candy ass. Like these are things that would not be said on Buffy. They like.
I mean, maybe it would be said on Buffy, but the amount of racism directed at Gunn, aggressive shit is crazy.
That is, well, so like this feels very much like it happens a lot when you watch TV from the 2000s, where it feels very much like we solved racism. So now, like anything we say, like they know I'm not racist, so we can just talk about it. We could call it Othello and like all the almost everything every character ever says about Gunn is about him being black.
It really is. Lila, like 2 episodes ago, told Wesley that Fred likes the color black, and it's like, Jesus Christ.
And they keep in this episode once again, and they keep delegating Gunn to the muscle of the group, and they did it in Pylea, and they're doing it here, and it never gets actually like resolved in any capacity. No. If anything, in the next episode, they triple down on being like the only thing Gunn is a former gang member, which means he is illiterate and mean and it's like all this insane shit, and you're like, wow, like I don't know what it's in service of.
And we've watched this character, so we know that's not true unless they write it for that episode to be true. And like.
I mean, even when we initially met Gunn, we were like, that's not who Gunn is. We can tell.
Yeah, and like he's always supposed to have like more heart and more like, I don't know, for me it's like that's why he was the leader of his gang, because he was a leader and he like is someone who can be in charge. Like we just like
once again is something made out of like necessity and emotional stuff, and like that's true in the real world, and like it's very weird to judge this character forever. And even if they don't openly do that, the being like you're the muscle is crazy. Like he's a human being still. Like he doesn't have superpowers because he's black. That's crazy.
And they make him like so the aggressor in the fight with Wesley.
Oh,
Yeah.
the fact that he's the one that hits Fred.
Yes. Yes.
And the one that does a murder, that murders the professor. They're like, well, we'll have him do it so it doesn't have to be this white girl's problem when she genuinely wanted
to.
Oh, the way that like the robbing of agency from Fred continues into this episode, the way that she is just such a chess piece.
Yeah.
Batted between the two. And like she even says, like, I'm in the room, like, don't talk about me like I'm not here. And Wesley's like, oh, I didn't know she came to lead. And then he continues to talk about her like she's not there.
Yes.
Is that foreshadowing the fact that she gets a lot of agency when Jasmine comes around? Like, do the writers absolutely were planting that seed, right? They definitely knew that was coming.
Let's say yes. Yeah. No,
just like they knew Jasmine was coming.
They said we have Gina Torres for 4 days. What do we want?
What are we doing? Yeah. She's
But this is the whole
canceled.
like Firefly got canceled. Let me just like imagine if Firefly, then we don't get Caleb, we don't get Jasmine, we don't get who else?
I think that Adam Baldwin next season. I forget.
Well,
So
could have done
hot.
without that. But
So
I'll say
hot,
this.
so awful, so awful, so hot, so awful.
But I'll say this. I also think that it is reflective of what was happening in leadership, let's say, of the show. I think like there was a big effort to make Buffy still happen, and this was not reflective of everyone's best work. And I think like there was some stuff happening behind the scenes, like interpersonally that we know about, but also like I think this speaks to a writer who's lost confidence and is depressed.
Yes, I would agree. With that.
I do think it's interesting that so as Sabrina was saying, you know, this is a different version of Angel than we've seen before. And I think part of that is, well, he's in a cage, so like he's not physically dangerous. So they have to really amp up the dialogue, and his words are his only weapons. The problem is, by this point in the Buffyverse, we've had years of Spike being the soulless vampire who has such cunty dialogue and so light and sparky with it. So, and you know, James Morris is just like a better actor than David Boreanaz. I think that's probably fair to say. So even though like David Boreanaz is being given more to chew on here, so much of Angelis's quote unquote evil dialogue just boils down to misogyny. Which is crazy given what was going on behind the scenes.
And can I say something that is I think it's shallow perhaps, but because it's about a man, I don't really care. So I'm going to be disinterested here. Everyone, let's ride. If you have a problem, find me in the DMs. This is also the season where some of our, and I believe this happens on Buffy too, where some of our vampires start visibly aging just a bit. They're like actual adults now. They're actually having lines on their face, like stuff's happening. And to address that, they like make the characters more tired or more like weary, which is not the solution to that problem. If anything, it's just drawing attention to the fact that the show is dragging.
Face tape.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. We gotta get Frank like RuPaul.
Making a joke about the thing. Willow makes that joke about Wesley when she comes in Orpheus. She's like, oh, you look like the Marble Man's tired brother. And she's like,
well, I also think, and Charisma has said this, I mean, at every opportunity she gets to speak, that shooting at night will kick your fucking ass. And these people were like, done.
You are right. It's like they had been all shooting at night for the entire
continuously for several years at this point.
Yeah, and
occasionally leaving the set to do a photo shoot.
And that's during the day. So then that night they just go right back.
So those nights are sleepless. Yes.
Yeah, and like James Marster said, they would always go over on time too. Like
most definitely. I mean, I think that was the core of SMG, and actually. I got to do it, bring up Charmed. And their set problems was that the special effects meant that they kept everyone, including the entire crew, way over union limits, and then they would just like pay fees. But actors and crew don't actually want the overtime. Like they actually just
want to go home. Yeah, they want sleep.
I really feel like you just made the case for why Sam Gellar did not act for like 15 years. She's like, I'm taking a nap.
Catching up.
Like, between this and Scooby-Doo, I'm going home. If anybody wants to do like web therapy with Lisa Kudrow, maybe.
But call me in 25 years. Maybe I'll go back to Buffy.
When my kids aren't home, that's going to get weird. I'll get squirrely. So,
we do a little recap of that too. He does say like, Wes makes sure to remind us that last time Angelus was free, terrorized Sunnydale. Angelus has to say, that's Slayer. I like that we're doing like little, I like that. It's like we're doing a little like quick little dialogue recap. I don't mind that. Yeah.
They don't
remember
mention-
when things were fun and good?
Yeah.
Remember that?
But they don't mention Jenny Calendar, do they?
No.
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 See, like, I feel like there's I don't know.
Which sucks
Well, like-
because that's the stuff I love from the show is when suddenly Jenny Calendar comes up. And
But
you're
it tracks the thing because there's no way Giles would have confided in Wesley about Jenny Calendar.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
you could
version of
see
events
something
where Wesley
like-
just doesn't know.
It feels like something
looks at-
Cordelia would have said. Cordelia,
Yeah.
like, you were kind
Or
of hard on
even-
Giles. Did you know what the guy had going on?
right, yeah.
Or even like looks at like Fred and is like, oh, the last time they had a hot, woman who knew a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
I gave her a
Who
really good
am I?
hard movie chase scene and then killed her.
you remind me of a computer science teacher.
You remind me of a certain techno pagan who was too hot for her job.
She was.
Is this another rewrite of Wesley, do we think, that he has been waiting for this day for years and he's done all this research on Angelus?
Okay. That is I know I do love Wesley, but I do feel like a lot of this Cordelia and Willow do feel like full character development to me. Wesley does feel like a little bit of a rewrite. I still like it and I like this version better. Hands down. I don't like slipping on a banana peel, Wesley, so I'll take it, but
See, I like
you
slipping-
didn't get
I
your
like
throat
slipping
cut
on
and be
banana
left for
peels.
dead by all your friends, as he says all the time.
But doesn't it feel like sometimes, I feel like in certain episodes where they were trying to transition, zing, between Wesley's, that they did a little of the like, I'm still a kind of a bumping nerd, but ultimately I'm angry now.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
then they quickly drop it and they're like, and now it's Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, it's like now it's like I'm Two Gun Wesley shooting at the
Yeah,
Is he-
terminate.
Even his accent is turned down. Like it's very like
yeah.
barely there.
Which I want to see it go up. Let's get Cockney.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's full
I'm good,
Statham.
love. I don't need any more fake British accents. Although I will say, one of my favorite things about this episode is we did not need to hear Angel's Irish accent.
Thank God. Thank God. My ancestors all breathed a sigh of relief.
They were like, we'll be there. We don't need to have dialogue. The Beast, who never has dialogue, will have dialogue. We're good. I also thought this episode, once we got that flashback, I was like, oh, this is the episode where Cordelia like kisses the Beast. But that's not till later.
No.
'Cause she's
She's
in
going
this
to kiss
outfit.
everyone on the cast. Don't worry,
There's-
she'll get to it.
There's so much of this episode, again, like with so many other episodes this season, where it's like, at some point in a couple of weeks' time, it will be explained like what Cordelia was actually doing while all this was going on, and it won't help. But it will at least quote unquote make sense. But
Behind the scenes of this episode, she is stealing Angel's soul and also killing that family.
I guess so.
yes, because
Is it like it's like the end of Mrs. Doubtfire, where she's like running?
she's
out?
like, she's
The whole time.
I gotta go. I have to go. Yeah, so they make a point of saying the Beast can't touch the priestesses for some mystical
Yes.
reason.
Sure.
And then that'll go away for a while. And then, so I'm like, when is she doing this? She's a higher power. Like, can she teleport?
That's what I was saying. That's because I know that we eventually learn it's her, and I'm like, but when is she doing this? Like,
Is she just doing dark witchcraft in the bathroom like it's beeping?
I would like that if that was the explanation. Like,
She's
Well,
like,
you know what? It's nighttime. It's permanent night in LA. It's chaos outside. She is stealing cars left and right.
I'm like, that woman is pregnant. How is she moving so fast?
Yeah, well, and there we found the misogyny. Wow.
But she's with them the whole time.
No,
That's
it's
what
true. No, it's true. It's true. Nobody wants to see her waddling with a machete or whatever.
I mean, now that you give me the visual, I might. I don't know. But okay, so Angelus doesn't. I don't even remember if this is a lie, but he doesn't really know why Angel doesn't know.
Yeah.
And I don't. Do y'all remember if that ends up being a lie? If he does know, I don't remember.
No, I think he doesn't know. Because isn't it that all evidence of the beast was kind of scrubbed from this dimension.
Yeah.
But because Angelus was technically not in this dimension when it happened.
Okay. Yeah.
He remembers, but Angel doesn't.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Sure.
Cool.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But see, this is where Angel starts to. I like when we get into high fantasy. I like when we get into zoinks and reveals and like twist. Like that's cool. Get dark. But when it's like really convoluted so that they can have a scene where one person doesn't know something that another person knows, and it seems needlessly complicated, and we're pulling in big magics and plot holes, and like to me, yes, to a certain degree, write the episode you want to write, right? But like, is this then is it worth it? Is it worth the trades you're making and me being like, I don't remember or like no, and I have studied the text. Like I'm a dramaturg at this point. And is it worth the trade where it's very convoluted? Because I do think this is where Angel loses viewership. And not to be like the capitalist, like whatever, like we got what we got. That's really great. Season 5 was a real resurgence in popularity. And I think that season 4 has value and its popularity doesn't weigh in on the artistic value. But I do think it is reflective of writing that was bloated and like needlessly using devices, which to me is so, we already have so much going on. If an audience who's never seen the show before is like okay with Lorne, you have to just like accept that that's what they're doing. Not like, and I'm okay with the fact that none of the other stuff makes sense unless you've really been following how dimensions work. Like,
yeah, it's like you are right because it's like it's already complicated at face value. Like the Connor, the Cordelia, the like all that shit is already, and then it's like we're adding a whole like 10 other layers deep of
that we never even saw most of.
Yes, that we don't see on screen, and it's like, why are we? Even the priestesses feel like a weird diversion. Like,
do we need Nordic mystics at this point in the episode just for them to be dead?
Be dead. I honestly was like, oh, is this like a kind of bottle episode where it's like, oh, it's just, you know, Angelus in the cage and someone outside. And it'd be cool like if he cycled through, give us a Lorne and Angelus scene. Like what does Angelus have to say to Lorne?
I would have loved one by one, no closed circuit. They each have a scene, and then one character has seen all of it on a closed circuit, and then that's the final showdown. And like that character owns Angelus having put all the pieces together, and then that gives the rest of the cast the reveals that person had that the rest of them didn't.
Work.
Instead, we've spent like a lot of time in the suburbs and like random Nordic priestesses that moved to LA for what? The tax situation? Like, what? Why? Why are they there? And like, what? Now they're having kids. Like, again, we don't know who these kids are or why these priestesses have family members. Are they just regular humans? Like, it's so needless. It doesn't help anything. And it felt like they were like, all right, well, we have the suburban lot.
Yeah.
That's empty this week.
Yeah, let's just use that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does suck because it's like the bones of the season are there. And it's like, man, if the characters that we knew from before were on this roller coaster ride, this would be so much more fun. Like it's so much more fun if that is actually Cordelia, if you know,
and
etc.
Another thing I hate is Connor being insistent that like, Angelus, you are my real father. And it's like, oh my fucking God. Like, we have so much going on, Connor. Can you just shut the fuck up? Like,
also, you have a weird father figure that you do have to deal with. Like, I don't want to always be giving out copies of Attached and Charmed season 3. I don't. Like, that's not the destiny I saw for myself. But you have to read Attached. Like, I'm so worried, and I feel like Connor would have been a more likable and sustainable character if it wasn't just whatever it had to be all the time. And finding out like Darla staked herself, again, not the most tragic or complicated thing that he has to unpack. Maybe when we're some layers deep in unpacking, that might be a core wound, but it just doesn't seem like in this amount of time. But again, like, I don't know. It's whatever it had to be, you know? And so
he's wearing the shirt. He's wearing Angel's shirt.
Like he wore Cordelia.
Clothes. Give us him in Lorne's clothes.
Yes. And like, oh my God, even all that, and it's like, Connor, what are you going to do? Like, I hate all of it. Hands up, the only thing I do like is when he's like, oh, a mommy's boy, because he listens to Cordelia. And I'm like, ooh, the mommy that he, as Sabrina so eloquently put it, hate fucked.
Let mommy live. Wow.
Fucking Christ. Even the whole Cordelia being like, you get me. I'm like, what are
Again,
yeah,
it's
that.
every female character in this episode being just used as an object. Cordelia offering herself up to Angelus. Like,
That's just I'm gonna say every female character that has been on the show is either written off, dead, or is fully personality replaced so that they can be strong. And they basically die, and then they have to go through what is like horrifying trauma and come back completely damaged and broken and basically more male and masculine. And then they're allowed to like have power, and then they later get punished for it, or they get redeemed by like giving up some of that power. And that pattern is so apparent in the writing. And at least on Buffy, it felt like most of the time people were conscious of what was being asked by the top story wise. And then they did like subversions and they did like ways to make it work. And they like added some layers that made it complicated and cool into commentary. This season, it just seems like the effort is not being put in. And it really damages Fred as a character because we haven't had a lot of time with her.
Yes.
And so Amy Acker being likable cannot carry it over the line. It couldn't for charisma. It's not going to do it with Amy, so sorry to say.
And charisma had like a ton of more seasons of being likable and
Riz.
yeah.
Yeah, and Sabrina, you also make a good point that like there's no commentary happening in this season.
On anything. Yeah. It's just a soap opera. And it gets me so mad because Vincent Kartheiser is a great actor and really putting some effort in.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone hates him. And honestly, we should hate him. I will defend Dawn till the day I die. Connor! We could Rhett Connor.
I've never been
I would love
happier
to know what
retcon.
Vincent Kartheiser has he ever talked about his time on Angel?
Probably with Alison Brie and nobody else.
Yeah, I feel like he just.
They're smoking cigarettes between takes on Mad Men. Like I was on fucking Angel.
You should hear what my scripts were. I got on Buffy, which not even, and I didn't even get people hate me. They hate me. Pedro Pascal gets better for me instead of being on that show.
God. I feel like we've basically covered everything. I don't fucking know.
Die episode.
So we end on Cordy giving a speech to Angelus. Oh, you didn't do the thing, so you don't get me, and it's stupid.
The world isn't saved, and you don't, yeah.
And then they open the vault, and Scooby-Doo, the fact that it's
daisy,
been
didn't
missing.
see that coming.
Where's his soul? Can you see it at home?
Angel's clues.
And I think it is next episode we learn that Cordelia has it, right?
Yes. And next episode I will give them is fun. I love like a tabula rasa style, like, whoa, we're all teenagers. Like that's fun. I think
that's next episode?
Wait, no, then we already had that episode.
I got that out of order. All right, so the fun's over. Sorry.
Yeah.
I tried to give you hope. I guess look forward to Gina Torres, who is beautiful, and don't listen to anything she says.
I think the next episode is when Lila comes back and dies. I think.
Great choice. Another great choice.
She doesn't really die. She's contractually obligated by Wolf.
But then she dies. She leaves the show after setting her up to be a main character next season. I did her
and Gwen suddenly gone. Sorry,
Sabrina. I'm so glad that you like Gwen too, because I do like. She works really well as like a useful character for the team.
Yeah.
You want a love triangle? It's Gwen, Cordelia, and Angel. Like, what are we doing here?
It's just like, it's so funny how the show keeps. I feel like maybe it's a note they had, or maybe just an instinct where it's like, this is a very like male heavy show. Let's bring in some more female characters. You know, we've got Lila recurring. She's fabulous. Absolutely 10 out of 10. And then they bring in, Kate did not work, but then they have characters like, Faith comes in. Every time she's there, it's electric. When Gwen comes in, it's literally electric. She's great, but none of them stick around. And it's like, for why? Like,
Yeah.
there's only ever 2 women in the cast to like 4 men at all times.
Harmony.
We get Harmony, yeah.
Oh wait, but
Okay,
at that
but
point,
they had to kill
Cordelia's
Cordelia to
gone.
bring in Harmony. So
Yeah.
like, it's still just the 2.
But what kills me is that it's like, again, I hate when I see through the veil, and it's so clear that this is not a good environment for female actors or writers, whereas Buffy somehow was, and it is hard to watch. Also, I don't want to watch a bunch of men. Oh no, I don't.
That's life. That's already.
Why is it always? I mean, it's that famous tweet that's like, I don't care if drag queens want to dress up as women, but why is it always the same woman? Why is it always the same man? Why? Like, I'm tortured. I have trauma. I used to be bad, and now I'm getting redeemed. Like, we have him.
Like the early 2000s, we're about to get 20 more years of this with The Sopranos and Breaking Bad and Mad Men and the fucking.
This is 9/11 stuff. I don't know how, but it is. I don't know how, but it is.
Oh, absolutely.
And like that's why we love Lorne, I think, because like Lorne is, but they don't use him nearly enough. Like
special guest star, not regular.
When Gunn says "shut up, Lorne" in this episode, I nearly punched my TV.
I was like,
homophobia.
Yes,
racism, misogyny, homophobia.
I was like,
he said, get the fag off the TV. I am not watching that, Tyra Banks.
He did, and they just let him. I was like, what the? He's the only logical person in this fucking room. Like,
yeah.
And he would be helpful because he could be like, I can read all of your emotions. We're all having big feelings.
Also, because Angel keeps singing in his cell.
Yes.
Oh, for creepy factor. Like, I didn't like that. It's horror movie 101. It's boring.
So anyway, wrapping up, Soul is gone, be continued. My trivia for this episode, Sean Astin of Lord of the Rings directed this episode.
Yes.
Love that. And I think that he made a feast out of what was literally nothing there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked that it was so sparse and minimal, barely any music. It felt claustrophobic, and I think that was like on purpose.
The direction is the best.
I mentioned
performer
Sean
in this
Astin, and
episode.
suddenly all of us have compliments.
Oh yeah, no, hunky hunk. I love my little SAG president, SAG king.
All right. And he got the job.
We're all trying to get jobs.
He got the job because he told Douglas Petrie that he wanted to direct an episode of TV and that he would love to do Angel, so they hired him. Which
good.
Wow. I love him being at home watching Angel. I think that's so awesome.
I love that. So favorite outfit. My answer is just Angel as in jealous because he's hotter as in jealous. Sabrina.
Connor covered in blood because that's kind of hot. I mean, we gotta find, I guess, what we can find. I think Connor covered in blood is always pretty good, and weird. So great.
Yeah, Brett.
I mean, I think if you're gonna make the Angel season 4 Cordelia action figure, is it this tech vest? Is it this old Navy vest? Is that
Let her live while she does.
Is that representative of who she is? Did you make this figure?
Did I? Her head fell off, but sure did.
Oh God.
My God.
Mother is literal mothering.
Without the head, that looks like Princess Leia from Empire Strikes Back.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
It's also part of the coat pattern that I talk about with Ian a lot, where Buffy, Spike, Doctor Who, like all of these people wear the same coat. It's the coat.
Because it is the outfit I think of. Doesn't mean I like it, but it is the outfit I think of with this episode, with this season of Cordelia's. Because I feel like aside from that, they kind of just put her in like black, like.
Well, then she has her sexy pregnancy reveal dress.
So much cringe,
They go to Joanne Fabrics and they pick up a couple patterns.
Where was that dress hanging out? Why did Cordelia own that dress?
That dress not being her villain reveal is insane because like she looks like she's dressed like a supervillain.
Yes, yeah, it is not. Yeah,
and it's just.
And then later she's in like Lululemon and she's like, "Guess what I did?"
I fucked.
Which maybe that was Prussian too.
Yes.
Philip, what's your favorite outfit?
The shiny blue Spirit Halloween capes worn by the priestesses in the flashback. I love a cloak.
Fair.
I love a hood.
Favorite scene, Brad?
I mean, I think the only good scene is probably the Wesley Angelus scene. Was the that got us started off solid, and then none of the other ones.
Philip.
I think I agree. I have one line of dialogue written down that I actually liked because it felt like something that an evil vampire would say. That aside from all of the racist, perverted shit that he was saying on the radio, to Wesley he says, "The foul rag and bone shop of the heart. That's where you live." Sorry, that goes hard. That's great.
That does.
That
does.
And I just Angelus and Wesley would like to see it.
Yes. I definitely read this season particularly is when I suddenly started reading Angel fanfic.
I wonder why.
You needed something.
Incest.
It was before I was.
Oh God, this awoken something in the fandom, I'm sure.
Listen,
I guess all bets are off. Yeah, let's all just start fucking each other.
Yeah.
Philip, Philip, you were on for the recording when I was like, I mean, they're not really father and son, but like their chemistry, and you were like, yes.
Oh my God, the Family Dick episode last year. Yeah,
because they're like fighting but being aggressive and like holding each other
up against the wall. I'm like, yeah. Kiss.
I'm like, this is where I wanted to go.
I want that twink annihilated.
Who else? Sabrina, what's your favorite scene?
We get a 2-second shot of the beast, and I was like, "Work, sister." That is trans excellence. I don't know how. I like the beast.
Oof.
Trans excellence. The beast.
Yeah.
I do think I put that as my favorite scene too because I like the set design. It's like it looks like an Agatha All Along set.
No, I had the same note. It looks like it's clearly a soundstage. It looks like the set from a play, but I kind of like that about it.
Yes.
It makes it feel more dreamy, memory-y, vague, and mysterious.
Even though like the cloaks you mentioned, Philip, add to the whole like this is a stage. I don't know. Yeah, and I
love light. Angelus in his wig and ruffles, but we don't have to hear the accent. That's like, mwah.
Thank you.
What grade do we give this episode, Sabrina?
I'm going to give her a C, and that's entirely on Sean Astin's shoulders. Thanks for the assist, King.
So 2000, when this aired? 2004? Like 20-year-old me, like when I first watched it, A.
That's
now
fair. Yes.
C.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Philip?
I'm there with you, Brett. Like I remember watching this as a teenager, and it was like Buffy season 6 and Angel season 4. You're like, oh my God, it's so dark. Oh yeah, this is like so real. And now it's like, well, Buffy season 4 I think has actually aged incredibly well, and we all relate to that a lot more. Whereas this, it's just like, what the fuck were they doing? I would give it a D, but I'm going to give it a C because at least in this very serialized and very like podding season, it does, I think, have its own clear identity. It is the Silence of the Lambs episode.
Yes, that's fair. Yeah. That's more than fair. Yeah. I give it a C minus. For all the reasons y'all said. Thank you all for joining me for this chaotic recording. This was a lot of fun, actually, talking about this garbage episode. Thank you all.
Put me on more bad episodes, because on the good ones, I'm like, how are we having fun? How is going on? Having a good time. On this one, I'm like, I'm going to be vicious.
I love it. Thank you all for listening. If you like Slayerfest 98, you can find us on all social media platforms at SlayerFestX98. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere else you get your podcasts. You can watch our video recordings on YouTube. Please subscribe, give us a good rating. It's much appreciated. You can support us on Patreon. Currently going through every episode of Buffy season 5 as it turns 25, which holy crap. Also, X-Men the Animated Series, Batman the Animated Series have Patreon hangouts. Any and all support is much appreciated. If you want to follow me, I'm at Ian X Carlos on all platforms. Sabrina, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at Magical Girl Sabrina on Instagram or Mastodon. And if you don't know what that is, good, don't make one.
I feel like that's yours. That's like your social media.
I am the queen of the set.
Brett, where can everyone find you?
Everyone, please go to popheist.com and read the website that I'm editor-in-chief of, because I They made that decision for myself.
And doing a fucking great job.
I'm losing my mind and also have no money, but I'm still buying G.I. Joe action figures. And you can also find me on Instagram at Brett White and follow my drag exploits at Barb Hardley. I made my Minnesota debut last Sunday. I think I'm actually going to become a live performer.
Congrats.
Barb.
Yes. Philip, where can everyone find you?
You can find me in a cage in the basement, name dropping every play I've ever seen. And also on Instagram at Philip Ellis. That's Philip with 1 L, Ellis with 2.
Great. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.